Hello everyone. I trust that we are all keeping safe because of the COVID-19 pandemic. In today's program, we are going to learn about analog signal processing. You realize that our machines have a lot of analog signals out there. Those signals needs to be read by the PLC. But now, you'll find that the signals come in different forms. Some come in current form, others in voltage form, etc, etc. In today's example, we are going to look at a temperature sensor, which is supposed to sense the temperature in the field, and then it is sent that signal to our PLC so that we can display the temperature in degrees on the HMI. How do we do that? I've created a small project to illustrate this. I've used a Siemens Smartech Manager Step 7 software. It's a Siemens software for industrial automation. So I'll just come and open my Smartech Manager. Then, if you can look up there, I have created a project I've called Analog. I've used a Smartech 300 station, and then I've written a small program to illustrate this. Now, in this example, we'll take a sensor, temperature sensor, with a rating between 4 to 20 milliamps. So, if I come to my hardware here, you can see I've put a CPU 312, this one. Then I've put an analog input module and an analog output module. Because I'm using a 4 to 20 milliamps, I'll just come and open object properties here for my analog input module. Yeah, come here. So this is the module description you can see here. Then I need to know the addresses that I am supposed to use with this module. You can see it's telling me that I can only use address from 256 to 271. Then I'll need to define the kind of measurement that I'm doing. In this example, we are going to choose 4 to 20 milliamps. If I was using voltage, maybe from 0 to 10 volts, I'll need to change here or to define whatever kind of sensor that I'm using in the field. So I can see that everything is okay. If I come here in this table still, I can see that my analog input module has addresses from 256 to 271. Output module from 272 to 279. So I know that I need to use these addresses only. If I use anything outside this address or this address, I have problems. So in this case, I'll just come to my program. It's just a small program. To illustrate how we do scaling and unscaling. In this example, I can see that I have a block here, FC105. This one is used for scaling. I want to get raw data from the field, and then I scale it and display my degrees on the HMI. So raw data out, degrees Celsius. Now, in this example, I'll just pick my simulator here. I'll just pick my simulator. You can see it. This is my simulator. This is just a PLC in software form. So it's basically like just what we see inside the electrical cabinets. So I've used a slider here to illustrate. So I can put this slider to 0, 0 there. This side is for negative values. This side is for positive values. Something we also need to explain here. If you come here in my block, here, you see the name bipolar. When this is high, I mean that I need to get readings from negative values to positive values. When it is not activated, I mean I'll just get readings from 0 to 200 degrees, like what we have said here. So it's from 0 degrees to 200 degrees. So what I'll do is I'll just come and put my PLC to run mode. You can see my PLC is booting up. Yeah, it is healthy. So I'll come and now monitor my input, whatever I input from the field, that is raw data, and then I check my engineering data. So in this example, if you come to the slider, I can get 0, exactly 0. It's not coming to 0. Yeah. So when my temperature starts to rise from this number, when my temperature starts to rise, what I'll do, I'll slide this a bit, and then we see what will happen to. You can see when I slide this number is changing. If I come to my scaling block, you'll see that this number, whatever I'm inputting from the field, is basically what I'm seeing here. You see? It's what I'm seeing here. Yeah, it's what I'm seeing here. So I'm giving a raw data. I'm giving a raw data here, and I'm getting an output. This is basically what I'm displaying on my HMI. So raw data from the sensor, I scale it using FC105 block, and then I get my degrees Celsius. So this is what I'm displaying in my HMI. So maybe you can put it almost to maximum or another value. You can slide it a bit. You see how the number is changing. So this is now temperature rising. I can even put it to maximum. So when I'm reading maximum, my raw data is this number. Then my HMI is displaying 200 degrees because I had set my scaling block with a higher limit of 200 and a lower limit of 0. So that is how we get raw data from the sensor. It is scaled, and then I get this reading on the HMI. Suppose I want to take this reading and use it to activate an actuator or a steam valve out there to control that steam valve. So what am I supposed to do? I'll take the output from the scaling block, then I will input it in another block called unscaling block, FC106. So you can see I'm taking this temperature reading 200 degrees, and then I'm unscaling it to give me this reading. So this is what I'm setting to my actuator in the field. I get the engineering data this time, 200 degrees. I unscale it, and then I set it to my actuator in the field. So basically, that is how we do scaling and unscaling. That's how you get raw data from the field, from the sensor in the field. You scale it, you get an engineering value, 200 degrees, 170 degrees, 130 degrees, and so forth and so forth. Again, you take that engineering data, you unscale it, and then you use it to control an actuator or a valve. I hope you have enjoyed our video. Just keep tuning for more, which will be coming. We'll continue slowly by slowly to understand how our machines operate. Thank you.